Hello! Well, it's nice to see everyone for an English lesson, and we've got reading today. We're going to do some reading and writing based on a scientific text. So I've taken an article from an excellent, or indeed award-winning magazine, which is called Eco Kids. So the magazine that I got it from is here, Eco Kids. And a really great magazine. And recently they did something called, can you see here, Primates of the World, a Primates special. And that included an article on a very unusual kind of monkey, the gelada monkey. Here is a gelada monkey. And they do a fun thing in the Eco Kids, which is that in every magazine, there's an article where they imagine that there's a child who's called Charlie who can speak to the animals. So Charlie's not a real child because children can't really talk to monkeys and crocodiles and all that stuff. But in this article, they imagine that Charlie is talking to a gelada monkey to find out more about these special monkeys. And what we're going to do is we're going to read the text, we're going to discuss some of the vocabulary words, and I've picked out about 10 vocabulary words that I want us to know, and you're going to have a go at answering the questions about the text. So let's make a start. Here we have it. So Charlie meets a gelada monkey, and we said before that it comes from this primates of the world. So what are primates? Well, here's the word primates. Primates is the name that scientists give to the group of creatures that includes monkeys, apes, chimpanzees, lemurs, tarsiers, and actually, scientifically speaking, humans as well. So it's a primates special. All the articles are about monkeys, chimpanzees, orangutans, apes, lemurs, bush babies, that kind of thing. And here it starts. It's me! Can you see? We're starting here. It's me, Charlie. So here's a picture of Charlie, the eco kid who can talk to animals. And this time I'm meeting the primate known as the bleeding heart monkey. So now it's written like Charlie's talking here. So it says Charlie, : and Charlie says, I'm in a mountain meadow in Ethiopia. It's extremely high up, but the mountains here are the only places to find gelada monkeys. I'm glad that they're active during the day. There's a big group over there, and a tough-looking one is coming straight towards me. Wow! He looks like a baboon. He's got a great fluffy mane like a lion. And he's as big as a large dog. Hi, I'm Charlie. And now we have this word. I'm not sure how to say it. Kabedi. Let's say it Kabedi. Kabedi. And I am Kabedi, the leader of my herd. So who's Kabedi? Well, Kabedi is the gelada monkey, right? Here he is. Here's Kabedi. And I'm Kabedi, the leader of my herd. In other words, the boss. Charlie says, there's no need to show me your monster teeth. And they do have very big teeth. Look at them. Monster teeth here. So Kabedi must have gone, shown his monster teeth. There's no need to show me your monster teeth. I'm a friend. I even brought you a gift. Something good to eat. And Kabedi says, grass? Excellent! Charlie, no. It's a bunch of bananas. Kabedi, you mean those yellow things that you're holding? I'm sure they don't taste like grass. And Charlie says, why? Is that what you eat? Kabedi, we spend most of our days eating it. And Charlie says, you must be the only monkeys in the world who do. I expect you prefer staying on the ground then. So, I've got a few words of vocabulary here. So the first word I've underlined is Ethiopia. And here's Ethiopia. I wonder if anyone we know has been to Ethiopia, or parents might come from Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a beautiful country in East Africa. So we found a map, and here's Ethiopia. And Charlie says at the start, here, I'm in a mountain meadow. What's a meadow? Well, I found a picture of a meadow here. A meadow is open land, so not covered in trees, and it's mainly covered with grass. And here I found another word, probably one that lots of us know. He looks like a baboon. He's got a great fluffy mane, like a lion. Well, a mane is that long, thick hair on his neck and around their head. So here's his mane. So that hair on his head goes down the back of his head onto his neck. So horses and lions have both got manes. Okay, so we've read the first section and I'm going to show you the questions. What I'd like you to do is, at the top of a new piece of paper, you can write a title, please. Gelada Monkey Questions. And a date. And then all you need to do, you don't need to write the question out, just write number 1, have a go at answering the question. So if you could print it out, that's brilliant. If you can't, you can just freeze the screen and do the questions now. What is another name for a gelada monkey? Number 2, how big is a gelada monkey? Number 3, what other primate do gelada monkeys look like, according to the text? Number 4, where is the only place to find gelada monkeys in Ethiopia? And number 5, what food did Charlie bring for the gelada monkeys? Did he bring the right food for them? So all those answers are in this page. Have a look for them. And if you want to challenge yourself, the question is, are gelada monkeys herbivores? Okay, so now we're reading the next bit. So, got to read, whoops. So Charlie said, you must be the only monkeys in the world who eat mostly grass. I expect you prefer staying on the ground then. And Kabidi says, of course, grass doesn't grow up on trees, does it? Have you noticed our bums? Charlie, yes. Well, they're like big fatty pads. Kabidi says, exactly. They're great cushions for sitting down on all day to pluck out grass. And Charlie says, but do you only eat grass? Kabidi says, no, I also eat grass seeds. I snack on a few herbs and other plants too. Charlie says, hey, I've just realised why you're called bleeding heart monkeys. You've got bright red, bare skin on your chest, shaped like an hourglass. What's that? Says Kabidi. It sounds good. Charlie, an hourglass? Kabidi, ah, I thought you said hourgrass. Charlie says, grass grazing animals, like sheep and cows, usually seem peaceful. Are gelada monkeys peaceful? Kabidi says, we do fight sometimes, and I know a younger rival will try to take over my position in the herd one day. There may be a big fight when that happens, with wrestling and biting. I can see that in the picture. If I lose, I'll have to leave, though I may try to come back. I don't give up easily, and we're unfriendly to rival herds. They can find their own grass to eat. Charlie, well, you all seem to be getting on with each other at the moment. So I've underlined 2 words there. Hourglass, which is here. So this is an hourglass, You might have seen them. We use them for measuring time in our classroom as well, don't we? It's an hourglass. And can you see that the shape here on the monkey's chest is like an hourglass shape? And here I've put the word rival. And a rival is someone that you are in a competition with. Someone you are trying to beat. A rival. So here are the questions 8, 9 and 10. Charlie thinks that gelada monkeys may well be peaceful. Why does he think that? Number 9, according to the text, when might male gelada monkeys fight? And question 10, which word does Kabidi miss here? For 11, the challenge question, can you explain how gelada monkeys are adapted for long periods of sitting? And let's keep going with our reading. Kabidi says, we're a close community. We always take time to groom each other. Charlie says, I can see a few of you cleaning each other's coats right now. Kabidi, some of us even travel in herds of over 1,000, you know. And why not? There's always enough grass for us to share, or at least there was. We're losing ground now, thanks to you humans moving in and letting your livestock eat it. Actually, I'm going to underline that word, livestock. You often destroy our habitats. Many of us are getting pushed onto smaller plots of land. And Charlie says, I'm sorry about some of my fellow humans. Tell me, do you do any climbing? There are so many steep cliffs around here. Kabidi, we do lots of climbing. Look at my fingers. Charlie, they're quite short and stumpy. Kabidi says, excellent for rock climbing. At night, we cling to the cliffs. We sleep up on those high ledges, all huddled together. Charlie, you sleep on steep cliff-face ledges? I'd be terrified of falling off. Why sleep there? Kabidi, to stay safe from predators like leopards and hyenas while we snooze. Anyway, I can't be eating grass while I'm talking to you. So goodbye, Charlie. And Charlie says at the end here, I've certainly never seen monkeys like geladas before. So we'll go through a few words to make sure we know what they mean. At the start, Kabidi says, we're a close community. Do you remember this word? We had it, community. And I've written it here. Community is the name for a group of animals or humans or plants, a group that lives together and shares something together or has something in common, makes a community, people living together. We always take time to groom each other. So grooming is when the monkeys care for each other. They'll pick the little insects and they'll stroke each other's fur and they'll look after each other. We're losing ground now thanks to you humans moving in and letting your livestock eat it. Now livestock would be all the farm animals, cows, sheep, goats, because the gelada monkeys eat grass. So if humans bring cows, sheep and goats in, they'll eat the grass and there won't be much for the monkeys, and the humans will drive the gelada monkeys away. You often destroy our habitats. So destroying the habitats would be either bringing in animals that will eat all of the grass, or ploughing the land up, or changing it so that it's not grassland anymore. Okay. And look at my fingers. Charlie says they're quite short and stumpy. Stumpy is short, thick. Short and thick. Okay. So here are the last questions. How many monkeys can there be in a large gelada herd? Where do gelada monkeys sleep? Why do they sleep there? And which animals are predators for gelada monkeys? Then, for question 16, the challenge question, explain in your own words how humans are causing problems for gelada monkeys. Now that's something that we've talked about, which is in this section here. So, looking forward to hearing all of your answers. There's 15 or 16 questions, I think. Give it a go. If it takes you one day, that's great. If it takes you 2 days, don't worry. Looking forward to hearing you all about it and seeing your work. Bye!